Mirin, are you home? Mirin, I can hear you in there. Royal Courier Mirin, King Darbede requires your services.
Oh. The king. The king! Right, there we go. And the scarf.
Everything all right in there?
Everything's great. No problems. Just need to wrap the scarf and... All right, let me see here. Holes in the courier's tunic are all patched. Royal scarf is presentable. Presentable enough for a pre-dawn surprise visit, anyway. I think it's a King's Guard out there. Let's see what this is all about.
Good morning, Royal Courier. I have instructions for you directly from King Darbede. Are you ready to receive them?
Apologies, it's very late. Or early. Who are you again?
A King's Guard.
No, I mean, who are you? You personally.
I am a protector and personal aide to our king, Darbede.
All right, that's what I'm calling you from now on then. You had your chance.
I know it's early, Mirin, but rest assured I don't want to be standing here at this hour any more than you do. So, are you ready to hear the king's instructions?
I'm ready, protector and personal aide to our King Darbede. Instruct away.
That's not my name.
You had your chance. Anyway, do go on.
Very well. King Darbede has a very important missive that must be delivered. As one of his royal couriers, he specifically requested you for this task. King Darbede has also requested you wear your royal courier's uniform and carry a patrol blade.
My sword? Where exactly am I going? I'm just delivering mail, right?
You are delivering a royal missive to a close friend of the king's.
And this close friend is located where exactly?
Not close. Now, I see you've got your courier's uniform, but you're missing your patrol blade.
I haven't needed it in a long time. I'm sure it's around here somewhere.
Well, please do dig it up. Once you have the blade, we'll talk further.
Right. Just give me a moment. Now, where did I put my old patrol blade? An old trunk. We Tarmian tend to travel light, so this thing hasn't moved since I was a kid. Which means it's filled with all kinds of nonsense by now, no doubt. Probably worth a proper look. I'm guessing if the blade's in here, it'd be somewhere near the top. It's been a while since I've used this. Rather curious why King Darbede thinks I need it to deliver some mail.
I trust you were able to find your patrol blade?
Yes, of course.
May I see it, please? King Darbede seemed very particular about that detail.
A very curious and unsettling detail, but if it will move things along, fine. Here, you see? My blade, spotless as the day it left the smith.
Well, clearly you take good care of it.
No, clearly I never use it. Now, you said something about a royal missive I'm to deliver?
Ah, yes, indeed. Here. You are to deliver this missive to one Captain Tala, a close friend of the king who has retired to the north, just across the border in a town called Ardmore.
Across the border? You mean the kingdom of Ashlyn? But that's Canid territory. Aren't we not on very good terms?
Hence the blade. But King Darbeed has assured me, and therefore you, that if you complete this task with haste, there's little reason to worry.
I feel better already. What can you tell me about Captain Tala? Any information would be helpful.
Like I said, he's retired to a small village north of the border called Ardmore, in a region we call the Border Coast. I don't know much about Tala, I'm afraid. He retired as scout captain about 5 years ago and moved up to Ardmore shortly thereafter.
Why send a courier? Why not a messenger bird? Surely that would be safer and far more discreet.
King Darbeed has tried to send this letter before, and many others like it, over the past several weeks. None of them have ever arrived.
That's grim. But isn't it a crime to intercept a messenger bird?
Indeed it is, especially one carrying a royal message. Fortunately, the missives are written in a cipher known only to King Darbeed and Tala, but the fact the Canid might be intercepting messages at all is deeply concerning.
This is quite a bit more political intrigue than I'm used to. Why does the king want me to deliver this particular message?
Well, why not you?
You want a list? I'm a courier with absolutely no experience north of the border. I don't know anything about the Canid or their culture. I've never left Sunsgrove for any reason, and I'll just say for the record, the royal record, that I've been perfectly content with that.
There's no royal record, Mirren. We're just standing here, talking. King Darbeed specifically requested you. Yes, you've never walked outside our borders, and also, yes, you really don't know foreign policy. But you were a scout before you were a courier, so you can handle a blade. And perhaps most importantly, the king trusts you, Mirren.
Yes, but...
But what?
Nothing. Never mind. You're right. Just what exactly am I walking into across the border?
Rumour is war could break out any day now.
Between us and the Canid?
No. The Canid have their eye on the Ermine tribes to the north, barbarians living in the northern wastes.
As I understand it, the northern wastes are very northern, as in very far away from where I'm going, yes?
If Ermine tribes attack the Canid and war is declared, the last place you want to be is in Canid lands.
You're saying the Canid would marshal their entire massive army just to put down a few small barbarian tribes? How does that make sense?
It doesn't, but the conflict between Canid and Ermine, it goes back generations. I don't know all the details myself, only that the Canid seem to be baiting the Ermine into war, and King Darbeed would rather that not happen.
King Darbeed would... Wait, what exactly is it that I'm delivering?
A royal courier never asks that question. You carry the will of your king, with all the weight that brings. Do not tarry.
Well, I must say, all of this sounds incredibly dangerous and rather poorly planned.
Mirren, what do you want me to say? You are a royal messenger. You go where you're ordered, and you do what you're told. I can't say what's in that missive, but know the king wouldn't put you in danger unless it was truly important.
This letter, it isn't just some personal note, is it?
No, it isn't. Go, Mirin. Do what your king asks. And for all our sakes, be careful up there.
All right, I will. Something's wrong. I should have run into a canid patrol by now. The border crossing is just up this path. No guards at all. Maybe they're just further up the path. Sure, I'm sure that's it. Right. Looks like travellers would set up camp here and wait for permission to cross the border. At least, that used to be the case. Now it seems the camp is serving as excess storage and little more. The Canid are known for many things, but hospitality is clearly not one of them. Lots of travellers from Sunsgrove passed through here. Might be worth nosing around a bit. There's some amber drops half buried in the dirt here. I can use these to buy supplies in the border coast. Under normal circumstances, this little camp would be where travellers from Sunsgrove wait to be processed by the Canid soldiers up ahead. From the look of it, nobody's crossed over into Ashland for quite some time. And where in the kingdoms have the border soldiers gone off to? I'd expected to see at least one. It's a storage chest of some kind. I can see on the front there's a set of letters, I think? Ah, yes. Felis letters. Makes sense, I suppose. The Felis are renowned throughout the kingdoms for their unique contraptions. Probably a locking mechanism of some kind, if I had to guess. Well, this is the border crossing into Ashlyn, but something terrible happened here. And that something terrible could still be around. I should be careful. A Canid border guard. Looks like he's been dead a few days. Much as I'd prefer not to, I should probably give the corpse a closer look. His tunic is soaked with rain. Been out here a few days at least. His chest plate is scratched. Some of these marks are older, polished over, but most of these are very recent. Lots of jagged holes in the cloth. None of these were made by a sword, axe, or spear. The cloth in his tunic is a very thick, heavy weave. It would take more than a casual claw to slice through it like this. There's a nasty gash in his chest aside the plate. Doesn't look like the killing blow, but it certainly hastened his end. A single stab with something very large. Slid off the metal chest plate and right through his tunic. The killing blow, looks like. The wound is jagged, and there's something else too. Tooth marks, perhaps. Very large tooth marks. His death was an unpleasant experience. Of that I can be sure. This Canid soldier was killed by a tree walker, no question. A young one, though. No more than 3 months. They stab their victims with razor-sharp pincers, then come back later to feed. And considering the corpse is still here, feeding time has yet to, manifest. I should be very, very careful.
Oh, right, his satchel. Let's see. There's a journal here. Mostly ruined from the rain, but I can make out a few of the last pages. Let's see. Border closed by order of Commander Nearest. Unwelcome visitor dealt with. Personal effects hidden in the usual spot. Hidden in the usual spot? I wonder what that means. You know, that tree hollow would make a good hiding spot. Though for what, I have no idea. Might be worth a closer look. Nothing in plain sight, but let's dig a little deeper. A few amber drops hidden away in here for starters. I can use these to buy supplies in Ardmore. There's a logbook stashed in here too, from the head border guard. Not the sort of thing you hide unless you're up to no good. This entry looks fairly recent. Let's see what it says. 3rd Tarmian scout this month. Managed to get into the cave. Slit his throat and left him for the tree walker. The Canid were killing scouts from Sunsgrove. What in the kingdoms could possibly be in that cave? And they fed the bodies to the tree walker. That explains why it's so close to camp, and why it was bold enough to go after the Canid. Oh. Wow. Okay. That's a long drop. And a large gap. Too large to jump. And with the border guards dead, there's nobody to lower the drawbridge. Suppose I'll need to figure this out on my own. Those are the cliffs that run along the coast of Sunsgrove and the western seas beyond. This cliffside border crossing leads right into the border coast region. It's the only crossing for days on either side. I think I see some things the Canid border guards left behind in the tent. Probably worth digging around back there. Some old parchments scattered about, notes and ledgers. Looks like the Canid soldiers stationed here were finding a lot of contraband from passing travellers. And by contraband, it seems to mean shiny things they liked. Aha, there's a note between 2 of the guards here. Looks important. It says, "Per your order, I found a chest with a locking mechanism to hide the cavern key. It was imported from Kashar, so it uses Felis letters for the combination. Don't know which letters are which, so I'll describe the combination here from left to right. Leftmost symbol looks like a sideways claw mark. 2nd and 3rd symbols you can find behind that shrub. You know the one. The last symbol looks like the 2nd one, only with the top part removed." I think I'm going to keep this journal for the moment, at least until I've opened that locked chest. It's the mechanism that lowers the drawbridge. Unfortunately, it's missing the turn crank, so I can't actually do that. A large iron chest. Might be worth a look inside. Let's see what we've got in here. A pour full of amber drops in here. Should be perfect for resupplying once I'm across the border. And there's a parchment here too. Looks like a supply requisition form. Request received. New drawbridge crank included in this shipment. Find inside crate marked with Canid Pinnacle. Oh good, there's a replacement drawbridge crank around here somewhere. But where are the supply crates? Well, the symbol on the crate I'm looking for is the Canid Pinnacle. 2 golden lines meeting to form a point. I should keep an eye out. I think that might be the shrub the Canid's journal was referring to. Looks like I'll need to do a little landscaping. On your guard, random bush. Aha! There are some symbols carved on the rock behind the bush, just where the cane had said they'd be in his journal. Okay, let's see how we can get you open. Aha, that's it! Not much inside, but I do see a heavy iron key sitting near the top. I'm fairly new at all this intrigue, but I do know a big iron key inside a locked chest is probably going to be useful. Now that was a very satisfying click. All right then, time to see just what it is the Canid are so desperate to hide in here. What? These are weapons. No. These are war supplies. The Canid are stockpiling weapons, armor. But why? Ashlyn and Sunsgrove are allies, right? One of these crates has a gold pinnacle symbol painted on the side, like the requisition form mentioned. Might be worth taking a closer look in that particular crate. Okay, just need to crack this lid open. Right, there's the lid. Now let's see. What was? Right, I shouldn't linger. Let's see. Tunics, gloves, whetstones. Oh, come on, come on! It's coming from the camp outside. Come on, Mirren. Pull yourself together. There it is! The drawbridge crank! I don't hear anything outside, but I should still be careful. What? The corpse is gone. Where did... Oh no. The tree walker! By Tesk. A young tree walker, just like I figured. I'm lucky by Tesk's grace. Another month or two and its carapace would have been too hard to crack with my blade. All right, time to move on. Okay, this should fit right on here. Done! Thank Tesk. Now, let's get this bridge lowered. Ooh, that didn't sound good. I should get over to the other side quick as I can. The drawbridge! Well, guess I'm stuck in Ashland for now. I should press on to Ardmore and deliver King Darbeed's letter. Then I can worry about getting back home to Sunsgrove.